Hey everybody, it's GobletX and welcome back to more Magic Arena. Today I'll be playing another Jumpstart event here, just taking a quick little break from the Chromatic Cube drafts as I have been doing a boatload of those and hopping into the very fun casual format that is Jumpstart. In this format you get two themed booster packs, shuffle them together, and that will be your deck for the whole event. Costs 2,000 gold or 400 gems. You get to play as much as you want, and for your first two wins you get an additional rare from the Jumpstart set. There's some sweet historic cards in the set if you're lucky, like Muxus, the goblin thing, and then like Allosaurus Shepherd, the 1-mana elf that can make all of your elves big old dinosaurs. So there's some really fun cards to collect out of the set, and in general, it's a pretty fun environment. I am really digging for that Phyrexian themed packet. Very much looking for the Phyrexian Swamp, so that is why I've been playing Jumpstart here and then still, even though I have played a ton of it. There are some packets that I have still never gotten, like Dogs I have never played before, and Dogs is clearly a very good pack. Just everybody loves Dogs. Oh, and we got Doctor as well, which I've never played before, but between Dogs and Doctor, I'm going to have to go with Dogs. Doctor is like a life gain based deck, so it might be a little bit stronger because it might have like a Johnny's Pridemate in there or something, which is an incredibly strong card. But look, you get this beautiful dog plains from taking the Dogs packet. I'm going to scoop that thing up immediately. And no Phyrexian packet. The elusive Phyrexians evade me once again. I suppose we can just take a powerful one here. Probably not going with Wizards. Wizard Dogs sounds a little weird. Maybe Reanimated Dogs. We can do a Pet Sematary themed deck. Or we can do +1. Make some really big dogs. I'm going to go with Pet Sematary. Reanimated Dogs. And I'm just going to hop right into the game. You can look at your deck after you've opened it. There are multiple different versions of each pack. So if you get the Dogs pack, you'll get a slightly different Dogs pack most of the time. Like you could get Isamaru, the 1-mana 2/2 legendary dog as your rare, or you could get like the pack leader, the 2-mana 2/2 dog that gives all your other dogs like prevention of damage whenever it attacks or something like that, and +1/+1. So there's some variety in the packs as well, even if you've played a ton. But I'm just going to go in blind. Since it is a casual format, it might be a little more fun this time around to just see the cards as they come to us. This is a really good hand. We've got a nice curve here. Selfless Savior into Alpine Watchdog into Doom Necromancer, just curving out here, and then we can slam out a Carrion Grub, which can be pretty big if you mill a big card with it. So our opponent's playing Vampires and Chandra, starting with Chandra's Pyreling. You get 1/3. It gets double strike if they deal non-combat damage to us in a turn. So that's pretty threatening. We do have Feat of Resistance here we could use to kill that if they block the Watchdogs, so I'll do that rather than the Doom Necromancer here. We don't have anything to reanimate yet, so Necromancer isn't doing a ton, although it would be attacking in as a 2/2 as soon as we got that 1/3 off the board. They've got the Chandra sleeves too, very nice, very flavorful. Here comes a young Pyromancer with 1 mana up. So they could have like a shock or something, not sure what's in there. Keep attacking with our nice Vigilant Watchdog here. I'll probably attack with the Selfless Savior as well, but it might be nice to bank this as just a way to give Indestructible. So we did hit 2 power creatures with our Carrion Grub, so Carrion Grub not going to be so strong here. I probably should be more aggressive with the Selfless Savior. I don't really have any good creatures to give Indestructible to. Definitely nothing that spicy, so just attacking him with this. They probably don't want to trade with Young Pyromancer anyway, since this can create 1/1s that would trade with my Selfless Savior. Ooh, Drana Liberator Malik here. 2/3 flying first strike. When she deals combat damage to us, she throws a +1/+1 counter on their whole field. Luckily, we do immediately draw the Pacifism, which is absolutely phenomenal. Pretty much the perfect draw right now. Trying to play a little quickly here. I don't want to slow roll my opponents in Jumpstart of all things, so my apologies. I'm trying to give you a look at Drana while also going through my turn. If you haven't seen Drana before, she was a very powerful draft bomb in Battle for Zendikar, I believe. I don't know why, but I didn't draft Battle for Zendikar very much, but I ended up like drafting Drana 3 times. I swear I drafted that set maybe 6 times total, and somehow just consistently ended up with Drana, so definitely holds a special place in my heart. It just has shredded a lot of my opponents in the years. Alright, Thriving More, there's the 5th mana for the Rambunctious Mutt. Play a Doom Necromancer here, but can't really attack it super well anymore because the Selfless Savior isn't coming in, but still get to send these in and sacrifice the Savior if they want to double block our Watchdog. We can protect it with our Selfless Savior. There's the single block with the Child of Night. Just a chump block that gains them some life. They do the double block here, so we will go for the Selfless Savior on the Watchdog. Keep our 3/3 Vigilance around that way. And thanks to the life gain, they just stay at 10 life there. They take 2 and gain 2. So nothing really to reanimate here. I don't really want a Crow. Maybe a Trusty Retriever would be okay. Just get a 3/4 out instead of the 2/2. That would be an upgrade. 2/2 up into 3/4, but I think I still want to hold on to the Necromancer for potentially a bigger creature later. Here comes Flames of the Firebrand, dealing 3 damage to our 3/3 and getting them a 1/1 elemental thanks to Young Pyromancer. Supply Runners put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. Rambunctious Mutt would just be a 3/4 and it wouldn't destroy anything. I am still just going to play it here because now we've got more cards for our Supply Runners. I think I'll hold on to Doom Necromancer still. The only trade they could make is with Young Pyromancer, so we'd both be losing something we don't want to lose, but when I have a Supply Runners in hand, I want to keep as many creatures on board until I drop this, but as soon as I drop this, I'll just start attacking with Necromancer as well. Because then they will have to double block to kill it or block it with a bigger creature. Alright, yeah, just get out here, Supply Runners. Make our field even juicier. Even spicier. So Magmut plus a 1/1 are going to trade with Doom Necromancer, it looks like. And that's just to scoop them up there, because if they block like that, they take 7 damage or have to chump block something with Young Pyromancer. So they're just realizing all their options are not great there. The dogs coming in hot. Not so much the Reanimator. We didn't hit any like big stuff to reanimate there. So mainly just the dogs leading the charge that game. But I'll take it. Okay. Ooh, this hand looks real good. We do have the Pack Leader here, giving all our dogs +1/+1, preventing all damage that would be dealt to dogs when it attacks. And a Mire Triton, so we have some good early plays. We have 2 interactive removal spells, really cheap ones, Pacifism and Eliminate here. So this seems like a really good start. Don't have any other dogs to give +1/+1 to. Ooh, but Pack Leader and to release the dogs could be insane. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Pack Leader right now. This leaves me open to casting Eliminate or Pacifism next turn if I need to, and then turn 4 we're 100%. If we hit our 4th mana, we're just slamming down Release the Dogs. Get 4 2/2s out there if we can. So the Pack Leader does prevent damage to itself as well. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to dogs you control. So Pack Leader can't even be dealt damage on attacks, which is nice. With a White of Precinct 6, I really don't want to cast Mire Triton. And I don't want to cast Miasmic Mummy because I don't want to discard any of this stuff. So I'll just hold up our Eliminate here to cast one of these at instant speed. Ravenous Chupacabra. It is a sad day for the dogs, as the Pack Leader will not be buffing the release of the dogs. No attacks. Interesting. I think I do want to kill one of these White of Precinct 6. There are 2/2 that's just going to get bigger throughout the game. They're going to become ridiculous, and Eliminate can only kill small creatures anyway, creatures with mana value 3 or less, so I doubt they'll play one better than a white. But I will hold on to the Pacifism in case they do have bigger creatures to pacify, since Pacifism can hit anything. I kind of like playing Release the Dogs first here, and then Crypt Lurker can just sacrifice one of these 1/1s to draw a card, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice combo there. This way we're also showing our opponent how sad we are that they killed our pack leader. Choose a non-creature card from our hand so they get rid of the Pacifism. But their field's all 2/2s, so right now Pacifism isn't super important. But it will be in the future. Most likely. Is it weird that I feel no remorse sacrificing a dog token here? Usually that's the kind of flavor thing that feels a little wrong, but kind of like, I don't know, Crypt Lurkers do what they do. Sometimes they gotta sacrifice a dog. So we've got a Gloom Sower, but we don't have any way to reanimate it, so I don't know if I want to discard it. Theoretically, our deck does have ways to reanimate, like Doom Necromancer, so it's possible it comes back from the grave. But I also just don't think a 2/2 is all that good right now, so I think I'm just going to discard the Miasmic Mummy. Trusty Retriever. Get a 3/4 out here because we don't have... Oh, we do have an enchantment in our grave because they did make us discard Pacifism. So Trusty Retriever to pick up a Pacifism could be pretty good, but on their current board, there's nothing we want to pacify. Everything good about their board currently is their special effects on their cards, triggered ability on Weaver of Lightning, and so forth. I think I'll just play a Mire Triton here and wait on the Trusty Retriever. We're doing pretty good on blocks. One thing I am worried about with the Reanimator deck is that we could just die to milling ourselves out because we do have cards like Mire Triton. Living Lightning, when it dies, return an instant or sorcery from their graveyard to hand. None in there yet. We do hit another land for Gloom Sower. We're only 1 mana away now. Go ahead and pick up our Pacifism. And I don't think I want to pacify that 3/2, but it would be the best target right now, because then it's less likely to get in combat and give them a card back. Homing Lightning, deal 4 damage. And the Weaver of Lightning dealing 1 as well. Ooh, now the White of Precinct 6 is quite large. I suppose we'll pacify that. We give them the Homing Lightning back if we kill Living Lightning, but can't just let it hit us forever. They do get to kill all of our dogs with Homing Lightning if that goes off. So I kind of like just letting all our dogs die here, and then Homing Lightning can just kill Trusty Retriever, but then... The problem is with Weaver of Lightning, they can just shred our dog tokens anyway. Whenever they cast a spell, they deal 1 damage to one of our dogs. So if I block like this, I'm taking 5, and then Homing Lightning kills the Trusty Retriever and deals 1 damage to the dog. So yeah, I think because of that, I am going to do the chump block here. If we don't draw land, we'll pacify the white, and if we do, we'll cast a Gloom Sower, because it has 6 toughness, so it survives a Homing Lightning and a Weaver of Lightning. That'd be 4 damage to it, plus 1 more, 5 total, not 6. Definitely not going to block with the Gloom Sower. We do need to keep in mind that they have that instant to cast. But they will need to double up removal spells to kill the Gloom Sower. Alright, send in the white. I'll just take it this turn and go to 17. If I block, I am losing my whole field, because if I block, they can deal 4 to Trusty Retriever, 1 to Weaver of Lightning. And then they trade the white for the Gloom Sower there. So, pacify the white. don't really like putting the crow out. So if I put the crow out, then when they cast Homing Lightning, Weaver of Lightning is just going to kill the crow. If I attack with Gloom Sower, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power, so they could definitely block. But a 2-3 can block their stuff here. So I do get to shred some of the field and drain some life. Yeah, let's just get in. It's a casual format. We'll just see what happens on this block. They probably block with like everything. Yeah. That is to be expected. I drain a bunch of life here and clear out a lot of the board. Now we got a 1-1 and a 1-4 against my 2-3. So I'm just going to sit here until they choose to pop a removal spell on Trusty Retriever, and then I'll play the crow, because then the crow is more likely to actually survive. If they have any instant or sorcery in hand, the crow will die. So we sandbag that, hold it as long as we can. And there's Tiny Bones. For 6 mana, each opponent with no cards in hand loses 10 life. Alright, well, Crow of Dark Tidings, get out here. I have a Gourmand in hand. Hopefully they don't draw a way to make me discard, because Gourmand's going to be pretty good on this board. Anything I draw next turn, I'm not going to cast it, so that Tiny Bones can't just drain me for a million. Definitely no trades here. Fell Spectre, forcing the discard, getting rid of the Gourmand. Absolutely devastating. Yeah, I think we're getting Tiny Bones here. Whenever they get a spell that makes us discard a card, they get to draw a card in their end step as well. So it keeps them fueled up. For 6 mana, they're draining us for 10. We can't attack into that 1-3. I just hold on to the Selfless Savior here, otherwise I'm taking 10 damage. But I'm probably taking 10 damage regardless. I guess eventually, if they play a card that makes me discard, they're going to have to spend mana on it, so you probably don't get to use the 6 mana ability there. Lightning Diadem. Give Tiny Bones +2/+2 and throw some damage at the crow there. Attack with the whole field. Down to 11. Just a land here. Well, it's a card to discard. Unfortunately, the Weaver of Lightning. I think the Weaver of Lightning is just really good against our deck. That's definitely the MVP of this match. I would say, because it's just been shredding all of our dogs and our crow and all that stuff. It can easily shred away. Secure the Scene is not going to save us here. We can get rid of Tiny Bones, give them a 1-1, and they attack for 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess technically we do survive one more attack, so I guess we will go ahead and do that. Take 5 damage instead of like 8. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Whenever it becomes blocked, defending player discards a card. Okay. So you can just let it through and not discard. Alright, just a supply runner is not going to get us there. So very good stuff from the discard and lightning deck. What do we got this time around? Pretty bad hand. We don't have any creatures to play till turn 5 here. We just have a pacifism to deal with our opponent's early plays. I'm going to take the free mulligan here. This is much worse. I mean, I guess we've got our colors of mana, but these are not particularly good hands at all. I think if our opponent plays like anything early in the game, if they curve out at all, you know, 2 mana creature, 3 mana creature, anything like that, We are in for a lot of pain. Opponents on it Devilish and Elves, I think. It's just like a bunch of spears. We do have a 4-mana card here. We'll get that out. I suppose the game is going slow enough. We might just make it to Gloomsower mana and try and win off that. We have Gloomsower with Feet of Resistance, which should be incredible. Make our Gloomsower a 9/7 with protection from whatever color they're trying to kill it with for a turn. That is a really strong combo. We draw Release the Dogs this turn, so we're hitting good draws. I think I will attack with Trusty Retriever. I'm not going to use our Feet of Resistance. I'll just trade if we do. Just because I have the Gloomsower coming up, that'll be so good in the future. We could get a much more explosive use of the Feet. Pitchburn Devil's a 3/3. When it dies, it does 3 damage to something. We can exile that, and it won't count as it dying. And then we can attack in, hit them for 3, clear out the 1/1 that we give them. We're not doing anything else that turn, so that keeps us mana efficient, keeps us playing cards, because next turn we'll be casting Gloomsower, and then we'll be casting Feet of Resistance the turn after that. So a Hobble Fiend from our opponent. That does trade in with a 1/1, so that's cool. Dwynen's Elite there. Ooh, Supply Runners now? Yeah, let's make these all 2/2s. I guess we're waiting a turn on Gloomsower now. Because we make these all 2/2s, now they trade for any one of their cards. Our 4 2/2s are going to start shredding their field, hopefully. Again, we're having plenty of opportunities. We could do good things with our Feet of Resistance, but I think we can just do exceptional things with it later. So I'm just going to hold on to this forever. Watch, I'm just not even going to end up casting it all game. Alright, Hunter's Edge turns the Hobble Fiend into a 3/2 that kills Supply Runners, which is fine, because that still trades with our 2/2s. So these can keep getting in there. We could even eliminate that, but I'm going to cast Gloomsower this turn, so I will not eliminate. They might not even block here, because Hobble Fiend, if they get anything to sacrifice to it, becomes a 3 toughness creature, which can block the 2/2s without dying. So yep, looks like no blocks there. Here's our Gloomsower. Our big reanimate target that we have yet to reanimate. I guess Gourmand is also one of them. So Leaf Gilder, they have a 3/2 and a 2/1 now. It's 5 power, so Gloomsower definitely gets in. We have Eliminate and Feet of Resistance at instant speed to back it up. Oh, there's Rise again if it does die. I'm going to let it die. If they're going to do something that that kills it here, I'm going to let it die so that I can Rise again, so I can actually reanimate something. It is kind of the name of the deck here. Alright, a chump block on the Gloomsower, and they take 4 from the dogs. Give that +4/+4, so it trades. Alright, we actually get to Rise again. Rise again the Gloomsower. And there's the concession from our opponent, so that does lead us into that second win for the second rare. So we'll take a quick peek at our deck and our prizes here before I head off for today. We've got Assault Formation as the rare. This is a really fun card for wall and defender-based decks. Stuff like... oh, I forgot its name. I can't believe I forgot its name. It's just been so long since I've played Commander. I haven't gotten back to it since like lockdowns ended. Arcades, yeah, for like Arcades Commander, Doran Commander. Assault Formation is a super fun card, so really cool if they do ever end up adding Commander to Arena. But for now, Historic Brawl will have to do. So let's see, what did we get in our decks? Did we miss any of our rares? I don't think we did. I think we saw our Reanimator rare was that 3 mana 2/2 Necromancer, and our dog rare is the Pack Leader. Yep, Doomed Necromancer and Pack Leader are the rares, so not bad stuff at all. Haven't played the Dogs deck before, and it did some good stuff. Would have been exceptional if our Pack Leader didn't get killed that one game. The Pack Leader into Release the Dogs might be one of the strongest plays the Dog deck can do. But either way, definitely was a lot of fun. As always, the Jumpstart format is a nice bit of casual fun where you don't have to do any deck building, and there's really no pressure. You just play as much as you want and grab your extra rares though. So I had a good time. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. These are all the good things to let the YouTube algorithm know that you are enjoying the draft videos. I say draft videos, but Jumpstart isn't technically a draft. But yeah, that you're enjoying the videos and you do want to see more. Until next time, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for more Magic Arena.